welcome today. I hope you're feeling amazing right now. If you're not, we have 1 hour to change that today. Again, we welcome everybody to our Ashtanga practice for today. And something I wanted to speak about today was consistency and the level of judgment we place upon that, especially relating to our practice and to the lives that we live. Consistency from a life perspective, we expect consistency. It's an expectation we create. So the longer we live, the more we expect it from the people around us, from the activities that we do or the things that we receive. The more and more ingrained we become into our zone, into our space, we find levels of consistency. And especially in the times that we live in right now, those levels are definitely fluctuating. They're in a state of flux, and it's not something we continuously receive. And levels of frustration grow. And the more and more that frustration grows, the more and more we become depleted because we're not receiving what we really would require. And I bring this to our practice now, and I think consistency applies in two ways. Consistency of getting onto our mats, and I think the biggest judgment between the two is the consistency of what does my posture feel like? You know, yesterday or the week before it felt like this, today it feels like that. Why is it not feeling like that? And the reason I brought this up was because within our Ashtanga practice, discipline being one of the core elements in our practice, that it does create that consistency. We have a specific flow, we have a set routine. This is how we go and this is how we do. And even within that, we still may find elements in which we struggle with, or elements that we actually allow ourselves to empower ourselves with. It's a simple anecdote of literally allowing yourself to be and bringing yourself into that present moment. That's something in which we speak about on a weekly basis. But today I just want to bring it to the fore that it's okay to not feel that consistency. It's okay for it not to be in the space that it is right now. But it doesn't mean you have to let it go. It doesn't mean you have to allow yourself to change and adapt to something different, even though we are adaptive because we are people who are able to adapt. But it's simply allowing the fact that what it is now doesn't mean what it is going to be in the future. I'm rolling over my tongue here. So within our practice today, in our previous class, we rolled through our specific routine, and I'm going to roll through that again today, exactly the same. So today we're bringing consistency not only to being on our mat, but also doing the same thing we did last week. So literally addressing both levels of consistencies that we've brought into our space when we come onto our mat to enjoy the time to flow through the space that we do and adventure to wherever we traipse along to. And I just want us to draw that energy center into our space, that it's okay. We don't need to judge it. We don't need to feel inadequate. We don't need to feel the space of where it doesn't feel right. It feels wrong. I'm not doing enough, nor am I enough. But in this space today, you are enough. All your considerations are on your mat. All the things that you need are on your mat. A mat just may be one flat piece of rubber or whatever material it's made out of, even material for that matter. But the tools are invisible, the things that we don't see, the things that we overcome, the things that we heal from. We don't actually physically see it. So for us to sit in places of judgment with regards to our consistency, I think we need to just be consistent to know that we come onto this mat and we're provided for. That consistent mindset will allow us to flourish, nourish, and grow. So slowly, just coming into nice comfortable posture. Just taking a moment to close your eyes as we start to hone into this beautiful space. And just taking a moment to imagine all the tools around us. They don't need to be physical, they don't have to have color. Just think about it in a level of energy, the magnitude of energy that sits around you. We could have a heart rate monitor, there's nothing wrong with that. It's always good to check in on the BPM. As you slowly start to feel more engaging to this beautiful space that we've created, we know that consistency is key. But we also know that we are ever present. As we slowly further and further dip into the space, allowing these energies to further surround us and infiltrate us through our energy centers, we allow what we allow, and we also let go of what needs to go. Slowly taking in that silence with the melodic orchestra playing through nature, through humanity, through machinery. We accept all, we cultivate it around us. As we draw through a deep inhalation and just sighing it all out. Deep inhale and let it all go. Last cleansing breath. And slowly let it all out. Slowly drawing your hands to heart center as we open through our Ashtanga practice with our opening invocation and a chant of Om. Vande Gurunam Charanarvinde Sandarshita Swatma Sukha Bhavode Nishayase Jangarika Mane Samsara Hara Hara Moha Shantye Abahu Purushakaram Shankar Chakrasi Dharinam Sahasra Shirasam Shwetam Pranamami Pratanjalim. Inhale for Om. Namaste, my fellow Ashtangis. May you flow with the consistency within and around. May you be filled with all the light, all the magic, and all the warmth. As we apply our consistency and press the consistency button as we engage into our practice, 5 rounds of Surya Namaskar A, 2 rounds of Surya Namaskar B, and then we flow through the standing series. So just taking a moment before we get up to smile. We're here, we're happy, and we're consistent. Slowly coming up to the top of your mat. As you come up into Tadasana, just taking this moment to draw into that beautiful mountainous stature. Just checking in with your alignment, big toes touching, slight gap between your heels, slight micro bend in the knees, tilt in the hip bones. Drawing your gaze forward, allowing your shoulders to melt away. And in this moment of stillness, just feeling all that you feel. Bringing it forth, placing it in front of you, acknowledging its energy, acknowledging its vibrancy as we turn into a new frequency. Inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, releasing your hands, stepping left back, stepping right, holding high plank, releasing through Chaturanga Dandasana. Coming up to upward facing dog, releasing back to down dog for 5. Just taking this time to walk your dog out. Just feeling into those spaces that need a little bit more attention right now. And slowly activating into your Ujjayi breath. Holding here for 2 more. Inhale, looking up to the top of your mat, either floating or stepping forward. Coming up to your halfway lift, exhalation, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, drawing those arms all the way up above, reaching through center, coming back to neutral. Inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, drawing your hands to the earth, stepping right foot, stepping left foot, holding high plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog, releasing back to down again for 5. Just finding your center and honing into that place of peace, and calm, and relaxation. Holding here for 1 more breath cycle. Inhale, looking up to the top of your mat, floating or stepping forward. Coming up to your beautiful halfway lift. Exhale to surrender and fold. Inhale, releasing those arms up above, drawing back through heart center. And coming back into Tadasana. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Drawing your hands down, floating or stepping back. Releasing through Chaturanga Dandasana. All the way to Urdhva Mukha Shavasana. Back to Adho Mukha Shavasana. Tuning further into your Ujjayi breath.
Holding here for one more. Inhale, looking up to the top of your mat, finding yourself at the front. Coming up to halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, drawing all the way up to Urdhva Tadasana. And releasing back into Tadasana. 3 down, 2 to go. Inhale. Drawing your gaze all the way up. Drawing your gaze all the way down. Coming up halfway. Gaze forward. Drawing it back down. Allowing it to stay in front as you roll through Chaturanga Dandasana. Over your toes, elbows to 90. Slipping your feet all the way around as you come up, drawing your gaze forward. Releasing back, downward facing dog. Gaze towards your navel, or towards the back of the room. Holding here for 2 more. Inhale, looking up, finding yourself at the top of your mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, drawing your hands all the way up, sweeping that aura. Bring your hands through heart center, releasing them beside you. Final round of Surya Namaskar A. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Drawing your hands back down to the earth, either floating or stepping back, holding that beautiful high plank, rolling through your variation of Chaturanga Dandasana. Releasing back to Adho Mukha Shavasana. And fifth and final, inhale, looking up, finding the top of your mat. Halfway lift, exhale, fold. Inhale, sweeping your arms all the way up above. Drawing your hands through heart center. You are consistent, you are enough, you are magical. Inhale, rolling through Surya Namaskar B. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, releasing your hands. Finding high plank, rolling through your Chaturanga Dandasana. Coming up into Urdhva Mukha Shavasana. Rolling back to Adho Mukha Shavasana for 1. Inhale, right leg all the way up. As you exhale, bringing it forward, framing it between your hands, grounding that foot to 45. Releasing up to Virabhadrasana 1. Making sure that those hips are squared off to the front. As you release your hands back down to Mother Nature, drawing your feet all the way back, releasing through Chaturanga Dandasana. Coming up to Up Dog, releasing back to Downward Facing Dog for 1. Inhale, left leg all the way up. As you exhale, drawing it forward, placing between your hands. Back foot to 45. Drawing those hands all the way up towards the universe. Exhale, releasing your warrior. Coming back to your high plank, rolling through. All the way up and all the way down. Holding here for 5 breath cycles as we realign. Joining those tools that we require right now. Drawing that energy in and focusing on it, allowing it to activate. Last breath cycle. Inhale, looking up to the top of your mat. Feet to the top. Halfway lift. Relax and fall. Inhale, drawing your hands all the way back up. And slowly coming back to Tadasana. Last part of our warm-up. As we draw into this beautiful focus that we've created. This magical discipline that we've immersed ourselves in. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands to the earth. Either floating or stepping back. Rolling through Chaturanga Dandasana. Coming up. Releasing back. Holding here for 1. Inhale, right leg, 3-legged dog. As you exhale, with momentum, bringing it forward, placing it between your hands. Back foot to 45, arms all the way up. Hands connected or apart, whatever works best for your shoulders right now. Releasing that energy back to the earth. Right foot back, Chaturanga Dandasana. All the way up, upward facing dog. Releasing back to down dog for 1. Inhale, right leg. As you exhale, framing it between your hands. Back foot to 45. Releasing all the way up. Being the warrior that you are. Releasing all the way back down. Warrior, from warrior 1 through to your Chaturanga. All the way up to upward facing dog. Back to down dog for 5. Holding here for 1 more breath cycle. Inhale, looking up to the top of your mat, floating or stepping forward. Coming up, Uttanasana, releasing, Uttanasana. Inhale, coming up to Uttanasana, and drawing back to Tadasana. Taking a moment to close your eyes. Inhale, and exhale all the way out. Beautiful. Okay, at the top of our mats, we're going to step our feet hips distance apart. And just remembering, we're going with our peace fingers this time. Bringing from our hips. Taking a deep lash inhalation. As you exhale, folding over, going all the way over those hips, connecting your peace fingers towards your big toes, releasing your elbows out, allowing your head to hang heavy, coming into Paragustasana, holding here for 5. You exhale, releasing your grip from your toes, allowing yourself to stay folded over. This time we're going to place our palms underneath our feet. As we come into Padahastasana, you might feel a bit of your cold hands and your cold feet right now. It's a perfect way to find a little bit of warmth, create a little bit of fire within our 4 energy centers. We're holding here 4 more breath cycles. And next inhale, slowly releasing all the way back up, vertebra by vertebra. Allowing your head to come up last. You slowly release back into Tadasana. Beautiful. We're going to turn, leading with our left leg coming into a wide-legged stance. Turning left foot out. We're going to come into Uddita Trikonasana. So inhale, arms out wide. Slowly as you exhale, hinging over that left hip as far as you can go. Once you've reached your point, slowly releasing. Left arm down, right arm all the way up. Gaze towards your right thumb. We're holding here for 4 more breath cycles. Inhale, drawing out to center. Turn your left foot in, turn your right foot out. Inhale. As you exhale, hinging over as far as you can go, finding that point, and then slowly releasing right arm down to 6, left arm all the way up to 12, and gaze all the way up to 12. Finding a little bit more length, drawing your hands further down, allowing your left hand to extend further up as you open up your chest and open up that heart center. We're holding here for 1 more. And now drawing up, releasing arms to your sides, turning right foot in, turning left foot out. We're going to come into Paprika Trikonasana, leading with our right arm this time. Inhalation, flowing it all the way up. As you exhale, releasing it to the outside of your left foot, opening right arm all the way up. Sorry, left arm all the way up. Gaze towards your left thumb. Holding here for 4 more. Just coming back to your Ujjayi breath. As you listen to that ocean, that beautiful ocean, as it ebbs and flows. And now coming back up to center, turning left foot in, turning right foot out. Inhale, left arm this time. As you exhale, releasing it to the outside. Drawing right arm all the way up. Opening up that heart center. Feeling that length through that right arm, stretching up further and further towards the clouds. Holding here for 3 more. Inhale, coming back up to center. Resetting at the top of your mat back into Tadasana. Just taking a moment as you immerse yourself in all that energy we've started to create, and all that energy we've created before. And just imagine all the energy that we will create. All these planes of energy surround us in our space. They provide us with our tools, and they allow us to move forward as we flow with fluidity and freedom. Slowly opening your eyes back up, leading with your left leg this time. Bending into that left knee, 90 degrees. Then come into our extended side angle pose. This time leading with our left arm. Inhale, releasing it all the way up, finding length. As you exhale, placing it on the inside of your left foot. Opening up the arm, rolling it over, creating a beautiful diagonal pattern between your hand towards your foot. Drawing your gaze towards right thumb. Your next inhalation, drawing up to center, turning left in, turning right out, coming into that 90-degree angle, just making sure that it doesn't go over your ankle. Inhale, right arm up, finding length. Exhale, placing it on the inside. Inhale, all the way up, creating that beautiful angle. Drawing that gaze all the way towards your left thumb. One more breath cycle. Inhale, back up to neutral. Turning right in, leading with left this time. 90-degree angle. This time we're going to revolve our side angle pose. So inhale, right arm all the way up. We're going to place it on the outside of our right foot, sorry, our left foot. Opening up, heart center, allowing it to flow all the way out. And your next inhalation, releasing your torso all the way back up to neutral. Releasing, left foot to the front, right foot all the way out. Bending into that right knee. This time inhaling left arm. Drawing the magic all the way up. As you exhale, placing it into your mat, grounding it into the earth. Opening right arm all the way up. Flowing with that heart-centered energy all the way through your heart, through your knee or over your knee, all the way out. Holding here for one more breath cycle. Your next inhale, releasing torso to center. Releasing back to Tadasana, coming back to neutral. Just taking a moment to close your eyes. As we recenter. and release. Just feeling those shoulders slightly draw down and melt away into the mat. As you open your eyes, open up into a wide-legged stance. Alright, we're ready for our 4 variations of Prasarita Padottanasana. So just making sure that you put in both zips all the way up. Just feeling that lock. Calf, quad, hammy, glute. All the way connected. Left side, right side. Beautiful. As if you're holding the groceries right now. There's a lot of weight in here. Because those muscles are strong. They need X amount of force to be pulled. So we're holding our grocery bags for now. Hopefully they're sustainable and eco-friendly. We love that for our earth. Okay, from here, we're going to release our hands all the way down to the earth. Finding a deep, lush inhalation. Elongating through your spine as you exhale. Bending over from our hips. Slowly, slowly. And surrendering our groceries all the way down to the earth. Releasing your hands, opening them up, placing them down. And drawing your head as far close towards the mat as you can go today. Holding here for 3 more breath cycles. Next inhale, we're picking those groceries all the way back up. We're slowly putting them onto the table, we're letting them go, bringing our hands towards our hips. Drawing those elbows as far back as possible. Allowing that chest to pop. Inhale, finding length as we fold over. Coming into variation 2. Head hanging heavy. Allowing your shoulder blades to contract as far as possible. Holding here for 1 more breath cycle. Inhale, drawing all the way back up to center. Drawing your hands behind, interlacing your fingers, allowing your palms to connect, and drawing it all the way down, allowing those shoulders to open up, allowing that chest to crack, feeling those shoulder blades contracting. Inhale, drawing that prana all the way through. Exhale, slowly releasing over your hips as we surrender to the earth. Allowing those arms to go as far overhead as possible. Holding here for 1 more breath cycle. Inhale, slowly bringing your head all the way up. Drawing over those hips, releasing your hands, and just shaking it out. Alright, fourth and final variation. We're going to release through our pinch fingers towards our big toes. So if you want to slightly bring your stance in, allow yourself to do so. Just most importantly, listening to our bodies, knowing where we need to go and how far we can go today. Every day is different. As remember our consistency. Adaptation is key to who we are and how we flow. Inhale. Exhale. Release, connecting to your big toes. Allowing your elbows to flop out if they can. Holding here for 5. Next inhalation, slowly drawing all the way back up to center, resetting at the top of your mat back into Tadasana. Inhale, and just sighing it all out. Drawing the shoulders all the way down, allowing them to melt away as we take this moment to release something that doesn't serve us. We don't need to bring our attention to it. We're rolling through our intention. And our intention is allowing our subconscious and our soul to flow and do what it needs to do. Leading with our left leg, coming into a short stance. Releasing our hands either towards our elbows, or coming into reverse Anjali Mudra. Inhale, popping that chest, elongating through the spine as we exhale to surrender and fall to who you are, who you've always been, and to who you will become. Inhale, releasing all the way back up to neutral. Turning your feet to face the front of your mat, leading with your right leg this time. Just knowing that you can take your left leg slightly further out, just to help you allow your hips to square off to the front of the mat. Inhale, finding length. Exhale, fold. Holding for one more breath cycle. Inhale, coming all the way back up to center. Releasing your hands, resetting at the top of your mat. Deep lush inhalation and release. Alrighty then. Coming to that favorite time of the standing series now. Coming into Utthita Hasta Parabhustasana. Alrighty. Okay, so we're going to grind into the left leg first. Again, pulling the virtue bag up. Strengthening through each and every muscle group through our leg. holding, engaging, acknowledging. As you inhale, right leg up, taking left hand to left hip, peace fingers towards right toe. This is where you are today. Just allow yourself to be. There's no pressure in moving and flowing to places our body doesn't want to go to. And if you're ready, slowly extending forward, holding here for 5 breath cycles. Just drawing your gaze towards your drishti, either on the floor, maybe a point in front of you. Just holding. Just tuning into your Ujjayi breathing. Slowly opening up. Releasing back to center, both hands to hips, pointing over those front toes. Just raising as far as you can go. Holding out for 25 more minutes. Yes, so it's totally not being serious about that. Holding here for 1 more. And just letting it go. Just shaking those hips out, shaking those feet out. Just releasing any tension that was created. Just slowly come back to neutral. Picking up our grocery bag, pulling it all the way up. Finding flexion through all those magical muscle groups. Right hand to right hip. Inhale, left leg up. Peace fingers to left big toe. Again, this is where we need to stay today. Just allowing ourselves to do so. If we're ready to expand a little further, just opening up forward, holding out for 5. Standing out. Releasing forward, both hands to hips. Finding your challenge point for today. And release, just letting it go. Shaking it all out. Just taking in a deep inhale. And just sighing it all out. Beautiful. Alrighty. So the next posture we're going to come into is Ardha Baddha Padmasana. Today, we're going to allow ourselves to enjoy it a little bit more. We're going to bring a little bit more smiles. We're going to bring a little bit more laughter. Alright, so we're grounding into the right foot. Again, picking up the grocery bag. If you've got a half lotus, bringing left foot all the way into the right hip crease. If that's not there, just coming into a gentleman stance. Right hand all the way around, connecting to your t-shirt. Inhale, left arm up. Big smile. Cheese for the camera. Excellent. I'm going to slowly fold over with that smile. I hope you're still holding that smile. We've got 2 more great cycles to go. Inhale, turn all the way back up. Releasing your foot, releasing your arm. Just taking a moment to shake it all out. Beautiful. Okay, we move on to the opposite side now. So, grounding into left foot. Brace your back all the way up. Right leg into hip crease. If we're there today. If not, coming into your gentleman's stance. Left hand, sorry. Yeah, left hand all the way around. Inhale, right arm all the way up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, coming up all the way back to center. And I hope you realize that I switched the arms around today. Just a little bit of playful vibes. Right, releasing it out. Coming back to stand at the top of our mat. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Urdhva Uttanasana. As you exhale, drawing your hands down to the earth. Stepping right, stepping left, holding high plank. Pushing through that massive and excellent and vibrant Chaturanga. Coming up to up dog. Releasing back to down dog. Inhale, looking up to the top of your mat. Finding the top through a float or step. Halfway left. As we fold, grazing your fingers across the mat, coming up into Utkatasana. Holding here for 5. Just checking in with your knees, making sure that they're not going over your toes. And slowly sitting a little deeper into your chair. As we hold here, 3 more. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, coming up to halfway lift. Exhale, releasing your hands down. Stepping left. Stepping right. Holding high plank. Rolling through your Chaturanga Dandasana. Coming all the way up into upward facing dog. Releasing back to down dog for 5. Inhale, looking up to the top of your mat. As we find seated. Extending your feet forward. Extending arms forward. Using your core, activating it, bringing it online. Slowly releasing all the way back down. Slowly extending your feet to the outer edges of the mat. Drawing your hands beside you. As you allow yourself to activate into your final posture of Shavasana. As we bring the consistency of our practice, our prana, our asana to a close, we know that we are enough. We know that we do. We know how we do. And will always continue to do. As we slowly move away from this place and realize that our potential through our consistency will flow from our mat into our daily lives. We take solace in that. We take energy, centering it around our heart, and we feel that warmth. As we slowly start to release our practice and release our breath, just allowing yourself to melt away into the mat, feeling all that goodness, all those dreamy vibes as they flow around you, surrounding you, and drawing into you. Energy's alive, energy's soar. We're all here to make a loud roar. From the fire to the moon, we see all the good, we see all the light. We infiltrate it for our might. Dreamy, lush, inhalation, exhalation. The earth breathes, as do we. As we grow through life, we grow foundations, we find fire, we find light.
As we slowly allow the energies to reawaken, you find movement through our hands, rolling of the thumb over our four fingers, gradual wriggle of the toes, and the circular motion of our wrists and ankles. As we find deep inhale, stretching our arms overhead, stretching our feet forward, and just sighing it all out. Engaging into a lash inhalation, drawing your knees to chest, wrapping your arms around your knees, sharing the love, feeling the love, being the love. As you slowly roll over onto your left hand side, we take this moment to share in the gratitude for our practice, through mind, body, and soul. As we slowly come up into a seated posture, drawing our hands to heart center. I'm going to close our class with our closing invocation and a chant of Om. Swasti prajabhya paripalya yantam nayena magena mahim mahisha go brahmaya shubhamastu nityam loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Inhale for Om. Thank you so much for allowing me to guide you through your practice today. May you feel everything that you felt in light, love, and magic. Thank you. Namaste.